We're good. Go live. There we go. Welcome traders. It's been a while since I've done this. Let's have a quick look at the markets. We'll do things. Let's have a look at euro dollar first of all. So we technically have a downtrend on the daily. Sound is good, by the way. Let me know if there's any issues. By the way, just let me know and I'll have the chat open. Let me know if anything is off at all. There we go. Hi, Richard. Good to see you again. Hello, hello. All right. So we're going to technically have a downtrend here, lower highs, lower lows. So, but within the weekly, just observing, we're coming back down. We're still in an uptrend on that one. So nothing there that I see anything at the moment. Same thing with sterling as well. There's no setup there as well. Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, there's no setup for end of day setups. So dollar yen, there could potentially be a setup here tomorrow. I'd like to see a second. So what I'm looking for is to have a second candle pull down. The weekly is looking nice and bullish. I'm just looking for it to continue up. It's possible that we could see a break above the high here tomorrow, and then it'll go. So it depends on your, remember that a breakout or a pullback. I'm looking for a pullback, but there could end up being a breakout before I get the pullback. So it's a possibility. There's no setup. We've double bottomed here and it looks like we're changing trend. We're within a weekly downtrend, so it's very tricky. So there's nothing there. Dollar CAD as well has eventually started to turn around, but again, there's no, I need a break and a pullback here, so there's no setup at the moment. Euro GBP, no setup at the moment. Great. Euro yen, no setup as well. Look at this, it's got a very similar thing, and I would definitely highlight there's something going on over there. So just be aware of that. So nothing there. Euro Swissy. Okay, this is interesting to me. It's pulled back and it's produced this bearish candle. Contradiction. So we've got a downtrend here. There could be a potential move low. Okay, so that could be something there. So Euro Swissy is literally the first one that I've seen that might have something. Okay. Cool. Then we have Euro CAD, nothing. So a lot of these are just transitioning. That's a breakout. I need a pullback, so there's no setup there. Euro Kiwi, nothing. Pound yen, nothing. And I would put this level in here. There's something going on here. Pound Swissy, potentially wanting to go lower. So similar to Euro Swissy, this might want to be heading lower, so I'm just going to do that, but we're still within this orange. Pound CAD, no setup. Pound Aussie, it's unusual to see no setup. Pound Aussie, I need a pullback, so nothing there. Pound Kiwi, no pullback. Bit of a breakout required over here. Wow, so dry, there's nothing. There could be something here. I'm just going to mark this. There might be a bit of a level here, we'll see. Aussie CAD, breaking lower, but no setup. Aussie Swissy, moving, but no, I need a pullback, so there's no setup. Aussie Yen is, nope, no setup. Kiwi CAD, no setup. Wow. Kiwi Swissy, no setup. I would say the Swissy pairs are looking bearish. They all look as though they want to break lower. Kiwi Yen, nothing. Holy cow, there's really nothing happening here. CAD Yen, nothing. So for example here, there could be a setup here tomorrow, but again, we've got resistance levels right in this area. It's just nothing happening. Let me just check that. Okay, good. Swissy yen. There's a bit of a level here. It's little happening here. Very little. Let's go on to the next. Then we have gold. Still stuck within this region. So it's still range bound. Doesn't look great. I'm going to just do this quickly. There was an area where I'm looking for it to turn around. Yeah, there's just nothing there. Okay. Silver. Just a move down today, but no real trend. There's no trend, guys. Crude oils, still bullish. I'd love to see a pullback. So for me, I'd love to see a pullback into an area here. Continuation. That's what I'm looking for. Possibly it's going to just come up to the next level of resistance, and then it will do a bit of a correction first after that. So nothing there. The indices. Okay, no doubt battling a little bit over here, and that weekly starting to stall a little bit. Monthly looks okay to me. I'm just looking for a weekly retracement. I think we still need to have one, and so this could be a bit of that. So I'd wait for a break below this and then possible shorter term shorting opportunities. S&P also has broken the low, so that when it breaks the low, my first thing to do is check the higher time frame, which means we should be in a retracement here. And if we are in a retracement to the market bullish, it'll do a shallow retracement into this area. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, and my expectation now, weekly retracement at this time. Okay, something like that. NASDAQ. Yeah, but because there's a level of resistance there, but it's the same thing. Technically, it has done a lower high, lower low. So it's technically in a downtrend, weekly retracements. Russell stalling as well. Look at that, some stalling happening there. So I think we're potentially on the verge of a weekly retracement there. Let's see what the DAX is doing. DAX is having a bit of a correction. It's fine. Look at the monthly here. We could have a nice little bit of a pullback down to the moving averages or back into this level, and then a continuation. If you're wondering what that squeaking sound is in the background, that is my pooch who's with her toy. So she's playing with her toy. Okay. Right. Nikkei. Yeah, I think it's all stalling a bit. For me, these are all potential weekly retracements. Then we've got Apple starting the same thing. It's going to be the same sort of thing, yeah. Amazon. In fact, there's no point in actually going through these because most of these, I think we're going to see a weekly retracement down to key levels. I don't think there's much on that. Bonds, there's nothing happening there. Cryptos, nothing happening here. We sort of drifted below this, but you can see, I mean, to me, the price action is very weird here. Just sideways, spike up, down. There's just nothing happening. There's just not a lot going on. Nothing happening here. That's a mess. I'll have a look. I actually saw that. I'll comment on that now. And this is looking like there's a bit of a level here once the break low. So cryptos are not getting any love right now. They get, you know, especially after, I think the general kind of correction we had last year. I don't think big institutions who were buying into it, I think they're bored of it. So right now, so it's just not getting any love. And it will when it does, but just for now, we'll have to see. So, excuse me. Indices look like gold. There's very little happening. So if any of you have thought or are thinking that the market's been a bit dry for opportunities, been day trading, and one of my mates has had a very odd 2 weeks, very problematic with his trading, but he only trades the euro dollar and he trades it on the lower time frame, and I think this is part of the issue. You can see the market is just not. So what do I think about the US downgrade to AA+? I think it's more of a look, and I'm answering this on the fly. I think it's more of a commentary on the almost maybe ridiculousness of the bullishness of the markets, maybe, and so it's in response to that by downgrading it. It's almost like increasing interest rates to curb inflation. It's a similar type of approach. That's how I kind of took it. And I think that, it might slow the markets down a little bit, kind of cool the excitedness a bit. But the reality as well with that is that if people are, for now, I still think we're in a bull market. I still think the data is looking good on a whole lot of things in terms of job numbers and the economy. Inflation is cooling. We've still got some energy issues. So what's going to happen with energy, because crude oils are rising. So I think taking all of that into account and sort of mixing it up and letting it stew, that overall, the first thing that I'm going to do, this is what I'll be doing, is treating the market as bullish. And the fact that we don't have any kind of trends happening right now, it could be like this until we've got, non-farm payroll on Friday could kick off a move. So we could see start moving again. So basically for me, this is one of those sit on your hands moments and then just wait for the market to start moving. Yeah, but overall, I think, like, if in 2007, because I watched The Big Short again the other day, and of course the ratings agencies refused to downgrade certain things until they absolutely had to. In a way, I keep thinking that if they had the same global, we wouldn't have had necessarily the same global financial crisis. So possibly that's what they're doing now, is trying to just kind of optimism. That's kind of makes sense. And that's it, guys and girls. There's really not much else. There's not much happening. I'm quite disappointed. Let's run through some of the currency pairs again. So let's do this. So let's go here and just run through the currency pairs to just see if there's been. So what I'm looking for here is just some nice kind of trends happening there. You can see today big move down and then big move up, so not much happening there. Sterling, I mean, we're pulling back in. So here's an example of what I'd be looking at. I'd be looking for pullbacks into this area and then looking for shorting opportunities potentially tomorrow. We'll see. Aussie dollar would be a similar thing. So actually Aussie dollar has been relatively, it's provided some opportunities today. Kiwi dollar also. So Aussie and Kiwi are quite weak. Dollar yen, let's see. Dollar yen. It's trending higher on the 4 hour, but it's terrible. 3-4 candles up, 3 down, 3 up. There's really not a lot of great stuff, guys. So day traders might have been okay, but not necessarily that well off. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at my calculated instruments. So what is the situation on my calculated instruments if I go over to this one? So now what I want to do is I'm going to look at the just of the euro and stuff. So let's see euro dollar. So what's happening with euro dollar? Not a lot. This is just the euro against all the other pairs. So it's like a dollar basket. But not much happening. What about sterling? There's just this noise behind me. Not much happening here. CAD. It's okay. It's okay. This is what's... Oh, okay. Here you can see CAD swinging wildly. So not much happening there. Let's look at the yen. Oh, come here. Yeah, this is what's happening. There we go. This is what's making all the noise. You're making all the noise because you're a squeaky toy. Let's see what happens. Is that what's making the noise? There you go. So just, you can see, it's not a lot happening. It's not your imagination. Not your imagination. So on that note, I think I'm going to wrap it up. But yeah, good stuff. Also, Richard, do me a favor. If there's any kind of content that you want me to do more of, just let me know. Aside from this kind of stuff, if there's anything else that you want me to do, give me some feedback on that, okay? I'd appreciate it, because I'm just trying to kind of decide what I can do with my YouTube channel to do stuff. So I've got to weigh up what I produce and how much time I have to do it, and also the demand. I'd like to do more stuff, but I also need to find out. I need more data. That's it. I'm going to let you go. Cheers. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm going to end the stream, and I'll do this again tomorrow. Thanks. Cheers.